Hello from the mighty kingdom of Varha. It's Naomi here today, and it is May 1st, and that means we're doing a tarot reading. I have moved things around a bit, but I still have my tarot deck. Last time we had the wonderful Five of Cups telling us we were in despair. We will see what it is today. Alright, here we are at the table. We're ready to go. So let's go see what we got. 3, 2, 1. And we have, the Ten of Swords. And I believe it is inverted. I don't think this is a good one. I really don't think this is a good one. We'll see how this goes. Yay. Well, that is definitely the card I thought it was. Lovely. We've got the man impaled on with 10 swords sticking out of him. This is going to be a good one, right? This is going to be good. All right, so thankfully we're not upright. All right, so maybe the swords are falling out of him, but it's recovery, regeneration, and sadly resisting an inevitable end. Yikes. The Ten of Swords shows a man lying face down, apparently dead, with 10 swords in his back. A red cape drapes over the lower half of his body as a sign of dignity as he leaves this world. While the dark sky is ominous, the sun is rising on the horizon, bringing a renewed sense of hope and opportunity. The calm sea in the background also brings solace, suggesting that even in times of darkness, there is a sense of peace and calm to be found. Yikes. Yikes. Okay, we're going to get through this one, aren't we? All right, here we go. Ten of Swords reversed. The Ten of Swords reversed indicates that you are combating an inevitable change or ending because you are not ready to face up to what is happening. Whew, I wonder what that could be. I don't know. The more you resist, the more this situation will continue to drag on. So it's time to rip off the bandage, however painful that might be, and get this over with so you can start fresh. I have an idea what that might be. Trust that everything is happening for a reason, and even though it may be difficult to understand what you're going through, know it is leading to your personal growth and regeneration in the long term. Similarly, the Ten of Swords reversed may represent an old situation that ended badly. You are still carrying around wounds from it, but have buried them so deeply that you do not realize they are still present and hurting you. These old pains need to be dealt with once and for all. It may be difficult to delve back in, but it's the only way to release yourself of this pain and allow it to pass from your life. The reversed Ten of Swords encourages you to reevaluate your circumstances and let go of any aspect of your life that is no longer serving you. Rather than dwelling on your painful past, it's essential to look ahead and realize how these events free you up to reshape your life and choose a new direction for yourself. You can free yourself of your past and create a new sense of self. Finally, the Ten of Swords reversed can appear as a welcome sign that the pain and sadness you have been feeling is ending. When upside down, the swords in the man look to be falling out. Booyah, I got it. Releasing him of pain and hurt he has been suffering. You're releasing the memories of the past and allowing yourself the opportunity to move forward with a sense of renewal and hope for the future. Oh, that's a lot to unpack, isn't it? Let's have a talk about it. Here we are. That was not my favorite card. I'm not gonna lie. It's one of the ones I don't look forward to getting. But let's see. Let's see what we can take from that. So, there are a few things it could mean, career-wise especially, but also relationship-wise, gender-wise. I don't want to dwell too much on the negativity of this card. But it is not a good card. It's a bad one. I guess the thing I can say most about it is that while it says I don't see it coming, I feel like that's incorrect. Like, I know the problems in my life right now, and I do see them coming. And I'm taking steps to fix them and to get out of the way of them. And I hope the card doesn't see something that I am missing, because that would be terrible. Like, that would be really bad. Well, not a lot else to say. Without, putting my foot in my mouth about stuff I really shouldn't be talking about in public. So, suffice to say, we're recovering and things are bad, I guess. But there's hope for healing. Da-dum! Alright, it is time for my yokai. So here we go. What do we got for the yokai today? 3, 2, 1. Ja-jam! That is quite an octopus. What the heck is this octopus? You ready? Let's go figure this out. This is Akoro Kamui, the giant octopus god. His themes are adaptation, flexibility, and acceptance. Just going off those words feels realistic. I feel like that's a thing that could be aligned with the sword card, right? Because what do you do when you fail? You adapt. You be flexible. And you accept the failure, right? You don't cling to things that are out of your control, even if it was a mistake you made. I think there's a lot to say there. I do. I'm also a little concerned because they seem to be going in order, alphabetical order, which is not quite how it was supposed to go. But you know what? Randomness works like that sometimes. Akoro Kamui. Akoro Kamui, his theme is Shizen no Moi, which is the fury of nature. Bursting up from the depths of the ocean rises Akoro Kamui, a crimson-scaled octopus god so enormous it can swallow even a whale in one gulp. The Akoro Kamui card symbolizes the overwhelming power of unmanageable forces and urges you to stop fighting what you have no power to change. Can't fight the tide. Shizen no Moi is a phrase that reminds you that many things in life, natural disasters, political upheavals, even the feelings and actions of others, boom, that's a hit, are beyond your control. What you do have control over are your own emotions and reactions to these events. Practice adapting, staying flexible, and finding harmony with the chaos. The path forward does not lie in resistance, but in resilience and adaptability. All right, we got to talk about that one. We can't just let that one go. Lately I've been having a crisis, and I'm having a hard time believing that humans are capable of love in a real sense. And not that it's impossible for a human to love. I mean, I don't think it's possible for a human to properly take care of everyone they love. I don't. I think there are certain people who are going to be left on the side, and maybe they're left on the side by everyone. Maybe all the people who are supposed to love them. Maybe they've got a couple more people that, they have to take care of, right? That are more important than others. I remember when I was in high school, I had a few best friends. But I don't feel like... Oh, that's not true. I was going to say, I don't feel like I was their best friend in any of those cases. And there was a person who I probably was his best friend, but he wasn't my best friend. And I think that that's like a crippling flaw of humans in general, is that we only have so much time. And when we don't have the time, we neglect people. And we don't know who else is neglecting them. But if it's a lot of people, that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt real bad. So in my life, this has lately manifested in the 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock doldrums. Basically every day between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m., everyone in my life is too busy to spend any time with me, to respond to my messages, anything. Hotar is doing her homework. Mom's helping with the homework. I don't know where everyone else is, but nobody responds to messages in that time. So I'm on my own, and it's been rough. It has really been rough. And I don't know if it's because my medications run out about that time, because 9 is when I take the renewed, the evening ones, and maybe they just don't make it. But I get really grim and really blue at 7 p.m., and there's no one around to help me with it. So, boom, brutal honesty. What I will say is, I have made so many attempts, even lately, just to talk to everyone and tell you all how important you are to me. And if you need to talk to me, I would love to have the opportunity to be there for you. And I mean that. So, to all the people listening, and there aren't very many of you, if you need something, just let me know. Like, I want to be there for you. Especially because you're bothering to watch my video. All right, I'm going to wrap it up there. Nice, clean video. 12 minutes. You didn't die. Thank you, everyone. See you next month.